Kenko Coffee.
That's 2 DQs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. On your...
I competed in one of YouTube's biggest events of the year, Ludwig Streamer Games, on Team YouTube, and boy, did a lot happen. So I got the invite from Ludwig about 2 days prior to the event, and I figured it'd be a fun thing to compete in, so I flew all the way from New Jersey to LA on 2 days' notice so I could compete in this 2-day, full-day event. Now, the premise of this was basically Creator Olympics, and so there was 8 teams, and the teams were OTK, 100 Thieves, Red Bull, Podcasters, FaZe Clan, Twitch, Offline TV, and then Team YouTube, the team that I was on. And I was accompanied by Michelle Carre, Point Pro, and Odd Ones Out. So basically, it's a bunch of people's favorite creators facing off in a lot of athletic events. So I got to the event on the first
ouais.
day. Team, so I met Michelle.
Distance throwing, so we can take advantage of some of the push stuff. I mean, I'm here to win. I feel pretty confident. I think we're very undervalued compared to the other team. A lot of people aren't considering us, but I fully expect us to come out on top.
Okay, I love that.
top student was expelled just weeks before graduation. The school accused her of cheating, but there was one email that changed everything in court.
Your Honor, I was weeks away from graduation when the school accused me of cheating. They expelled me without even listening to my explanation. I didn't cheat on anything. They didn't even check my email. It was already there. No one asked me for my side.
Your Honor, you identified similarities for exam answers that indicated cheating. On that evidence.
If you think the judge made the right call,
all right.
This is a bunch of copper metal that I've had sitting around, and I want to try turning it into gold. To get started, I just have to drop a crucible into a small furnace. Then I can turn it on and close the lid, and wait for it to heat up. After several minutes, it's gotten pretty hot, and it should be around 1200 C, or 2200 Fahrenheit. Now, I can start adding pieces of copper. As they sat there, they eventually became red hot, but it wasn't quite hot enough to melt them. In theory, I could have just shut the lid and waited, but I wanted to actually see them liquefy. So, I instead blasted them with a blowtorch, and this honestly worked a lot better than I expected. However, the liquid copper then started bubbling and spitting out molten metal, which wasn't super safe. So I shut the lid, and a few minutes later, it was looking a lot better. At this point though, it's still all just copper, and the magic only happens when I add some extra ingredients. The first is some aluminum, and it all quickly melts. I'll then scoop off some slag from the surface, and the next thing to add is some zinc metal. I'll then mix it around a bit to make sure all the zinc has dissolved. Now it's time to add the last ingredient, which is just a small amount of tin metal. This isn't nearly as reactive as the zinc, and I'll close the lid and let it cook for a bit. After a couple minutes, it should be good to go, and it's time to pour it out. Right now, it's still red hot, but as it cools, a really nice golden color slowly appears. I can then pull it out of the mold and dunk it into some water. After this, I can clean it up a bit, and I now have a nice gold bar. Unfortunately,
this is the funnest item Fortnite has ever added.
The sky is going to flip. A lot of people when they hear the flags. Fire I need it.
Nice.
Guys, let me show you my new airsoft gun. I'm sorry, man. So this right here is my new airsoft gun. You can tell it's airsoft because it's got an orange tip. Trust me when I say you can win all the airsoft battles with this guy. Again, it's airsoft because the orange tip makes it airsoft. Should I run this as my everyday carry? Good question. Guys, let me show you my new airsoft gun. Come with me. I'm sorry, man. 4. Fuck.
For a while now, I've been wanting to make an explosive liquid metal, and the first thing that I'll need is some potassium. It's kind of dirty and gross looking because it has reacted with moisture and oxygen. When I cut it though, I can see that there's a bunch of fresh metal on the inside. I'll put this piece into some kerosene, and the next thing that I need is some sodium metal, which is also really soft. However, I need much less of it, and I'll cut off about 0.9 grams. I'll add this to the kerosene and potassium, and now I can start chopping them up. It took a few minutes of stabbing, but I was eventually able to break them into a bunch of small pieces. At this point, it just looks like a pile of junk, but this should change when I start squishing it. Using this other tool, I can squeeze the pieces together and hopefully force the sodium and potassium to combine. This should make a sodium and potassium alloy, also known as NaC, which is a super reactive liquid. After a while, I was supposed to start seeing some nice liquid metal, but it all still kind of just looked like junk. So, I decided to add a small amount of pure ethanol. This immediately reacted with the dirty oxide layer of metal and started cleaning it. I then stirred it around and occasionally added more ethanol, and eventually I had a bunch of small and extremely reactive metal balls. They were kind of refusing to combine though, until I added a bunch of ethanol all at once. I then stirred this around for another couple minutes, and I eventually had a perfect ball. I poured off almost all of this dirty yellow kerosene, and I transferred it to a test tube with some fresh kerosene. I also added some more ethanol, and when it stopped reacting like crazy, I pulled out some of it with a syringe. I now have some nice and scary NaC, and there's one thing that I just have to try.
Diamond, no you're not, so I'm an Ice King. I've chosen Ice King especially. I've got a plate. It's him, yeah. Yeah, basically, had the chance. I don't know why, but something allowed me to change teams into the Ice King team. I'm not mad. But it's the only reason why I'm mad is because I got a plate here and I don't know what to do with it. I mean, I don't really want to go back there. Oh, I have to go back to my kitchen. No. Okay, I'll see you when I'm back. We've got surprisingly, we actually have, what's it named? What's it called? We've got a live event happening today. We're not having this, A, because it's not a ranked not really ranked. I would like a rank a new 7 umbrella. If we got a rank a 7 umbrella, like how they usually do it. Brutal Defender. I swear I've got Brutal Defender. I swear I got that set as well. Skull Droid? Isn't Skull Droid a part of that set? I thought Skull Droid was. Metal Menace. Oh, okay. I saw I got the Brutal Defender set. Brutal. No? No. Yeah, I don't have it. Apparently I don't. I know it's 800. Actually, wait. Ooh, actually. We're gonna try and complete 2 things at once. Actually, multiple things at once. So obviously... Wait, we done 25? 30... Obviously. Actually, wait. We can't do that. Theoretically, right now. We can't do it right now. We're obviously doing these 2. This we should have already done. I'm gonna get our hands on this. On this one. The Winterfrost Mark. And we're currently on our way of doing this one. In gold lobbies. So, we're gonna get... This is all for something, at least. It's not for nothing. I think the skin, if I get the skin, it'll be worth it. The jewels... decent, I guess. There's a decent skin, I just don't find it... Well, I don't know. I have to do my dog at some point. Trust. What did I know? I remember I kept on grinding reload. But it's like now I'm grinding the main game out of it. Now I'm grinding the main game. Which is this game. And I forgot what this game is called. This game is called something. Fortnite. I mean, obviously. 4 fields. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? I think they've changed it so that you don't get 800 for crew anymore, where you can get... Yeah, I need that. But no! Crap. Crap. I'm getting shot here. No, damn it. Wait, I died in actually good place, in a good place. Just don't die. I was literally guessing that. Enter a... This is wrong. This is... I've entered a gold match. This is so out of touch. What on earth? Next one will be this one. Will be like getting over here. Do these ones. Or... Make the fish stick pay, fish stick pay. I'm actually going